Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Canna News Break from Cannapreneur Partners. We're starting this series. We're doing it. We're going to try and do at least three of these a week, or whenever some sort of newsworthy stuff comes out in the cannabis business. Just trying to keep you informed on business trends, product trends, legislative and political trends. We're going to keep these things to 3 to 5 minutes long, and the hopes is that you maybe when you're done, you know a little bit more about the cannabis business today than you knew yesterday. So purely informational, just kind of what's going on. So after the election, there's an article from Techcrunch here about weed stocks are hitting new high after the Biden win, and we've seen an amazing rally in anything cannabis post-election, and some of these stocks have doubled, tripled, or gone up, 4 times even. Some of the lower price ones since the election, on the hopes that legalization is around the corner. And at Cannapreneur, we're what's the best word to say this? We're very skeptical of the rally in cannabis stocks right now, and the reason is that nothing's really changed. If the Senate stays the way it is, and we won't know the results of that until the runoffs and recounts, et cetera, that are going to go on. Cannabis, the outlook for legalization cannabis is the same as it was before the election. If Mitch McConnell and Mike Crapo control the Senate and the Senate Banking Committee, the odds of any substantive legislation getting through that loosens the reins on cannabis, getting it through the Senate, we're very skeptical that happens. This is, despite polls saying that the Republican Party voters prefer legalization of cannabis, those two will go against the wishes of their voters and probably the majority of the party at this point. So we're not as optimistic on that as everyone else is until we know what happens in the Senate. Even understanding that, there's some cannabis stocks out there that are on lifelines who have seen their stock price double or triple that don't have any more positive news in their pipeline than they had a week or 2 weeks ago or 6 months ago. So we think the rally is really based on hope, hope that it's legalized, hope that the Democrats take the Senate, and hope that Biden signs some sort of legalization or decriminalization bill very soon. And it's kind of reminiscent in our minds of when cannabis stocks first came out and all started rocketing up to the moon and came back down. It's the rally in those stocks is not based on a fundamental change of the outlook or the business environment for those companies. Now, what I will say is that the environment towards individuals in cannabis probably changed dramatically with Biden and the Harris White House. We do expect expungement of records will happen faster. We do expect decriminalization of it will happen quicker. And we do expect there to be some other areas like that might change. But as far as legalization, as far as the banking acts or the MORE Act or the SAFE Act, those come down to the Senate approving it. And given the responses that Crapo gave to the House bill that approved the SAFE Act way back, a fundamental misunderstanding of what cannabis and THC and hemp are. He wanted to allow banking for hemp, for the cannabis industry, as long as the THC level was below, I think it was 0.4%, which is hemp. It's just a fundamental misunderstanding of what the plants are and what they do, or just a refusal to bend on a age-old dogma. It's probably 50-50, the two scenarios, to be honest with you. So, we're not constructive on this rally in cannabis stocks. We don't think that for the majority of the publicly traded companies, the outlook today is any better than it was a month ago. And investors should be hesitant, I think, of piling into this trade until you have some sort of clarity on what's going to happen in the Senate. I mean, people investing right now, should the Senate flip Democratic, and should Harris and Biden say we're going to legalize cannabis, are going to win big. But if it doesn't, then your stock price might come down just as fast. So we kind of think you're doing a bet black or bet red in Vegas right now in some of these cannabis stocks, and we'd be very concerned about it. So the outlook for the industry is much better, but the operating environment for these publicly traded companies hasn't changed, and investors should really be aware of that. So we'll be back with another one of these and hope this was helpful.